Alright, so I bought this box of Spider-Man figures and accessories and like a playset off of eBay. And I figured it would be kind of fun to open it up on camera. So I threw up this kind of crummy backdrop and thought I'd kind of record something, get a little content on my channel. I found this box for $100, which sounds like a lot of money for action figures. But there's like, I think 26 of them, plus like the playset. So I thought it was a pretty good deal, especially with some of the figures that are in here. So we'll open it up on camera and see where it goes. Well, I'll open the box up off camera, but we'll look at the figures individually as I get them out of the box. First things first, I guess I'll get this out. This is a, I was looking for this. This is why I found the package itself. And then when I saw all the figures with this, I was like, yeah, I'm not passing that up. I almost thought it was too good to be true. But here's this. It is the Alleyway playset from Toy Biz. And I had that as a child. And it's a pretty fun playset. So it's got a balcony. And it's got like some clothes and a line. There was a dumpster and stuff that goes with it, but that's that didn't come with this. It wasn't not a complete set. But for all the figures that this came with, it had more than what I was looking for. So I'll get some more of this bubble wrap out. First figure type thing. This isn't counted as the 26 action figures. I'm not even really sure what this is. There's a Spider-Man thing, just a bust figure, and it looks like it broke in packaging. His arm was there, but it was broken off. So that sucks. It's like made out of the same glass type stuff that Hallmark ornaments are made out of. And it came broke. So that's a bummer. But I'll just go ahead and set that down over here. That's not really what I bought it for anyway. I'm not really sure how much that's worth or whatnot, but there's that. Next we have a couple of steel looking walls with rivets in them. I believe these are actually for the the early 2000s Hulk movie. I'm not sure what year it came out, but I think there's like, you could fill those holes in and have Hulk punch them, and I think the seller just confused them for Spider-Man accessories. So, I mean, I'll put those there. And, okay, now we're getting into, oh, these are just all the accessories, I believe, yeah. So, a couple of X-Men stands. Again, not Spider-Man, but part of the seller's list, so. And here we have a web that says courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That would focus. No, not gonna focus. There we go. So I'm not sure what set this comes from. I'm pretty sure it's Toy Biz. I think most of this is Toy Biz, except for some of the figures, the newer figures, and whatever that thing's from. But it looks like it's just a net for your bad guys. So throw that down over there. Ladder. I'm pretty sure this ladder goes with this somehow. I'll look at it after I record this video. But another little accessory. Looks like a spider tracer or something. So I don't know what that goes with. I probably should have done more research, but maybe if you guys know what this is, any of these are, you can tell me in the comments. It looks like, again, some sort of web accessory. So, and if you see any of these figures in this video and would like me to review them, just leave a comment. Another X-Men stand and a Toy Biz, I believe Toy Biz Spider-Man stand. I'm not sure. This might go with, I think there's a symbiote Spider-Man in this, and this might go with it. I'm not sure. My knowledge of Toy Biz is not really braggable, but here's a web type accessory. It doesn't really look like a web though. I'm not sure what this is from or who this is for, but it's just part of the lot. Possibly part of a lamppost, maybe. Looks like part of a water tower. Okay, yeah, because here's another part of a water tower. And another part of a water tower. And again, like, I don't know exactly what toys these are from. I'd say they're all Spider-Man related things. But there's X-Men stands and Hulk accessories in here. So, a small little light post. Part of a street. So I think, oh yeah, and here's another part of a lamppost. So I believe this goes with that other silver thing I had earlier. And I think this might be for the Spider-Man 1 Toy Biz figure that like swings from the lamppost, which is cool because I have that figure mint in box, but I don't have an open one, so I might have an open one now if all the pieces are here for it. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention to all these accessories when I saw the bidding, just because I saw the main part of the alleyway, which I wanted, and then a lot of the figures. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the Spider-Man figure from the first movie, I believe. So I might actually do a review of that one just because I have a mint in box one I can show off. Looks like some sort of web blast. A handful of more spider tracer looking things. Another piece of that water tower. I don't want to take up too much room here because we still have to fit all the figures in frame. Web accessory. Another web accessory. Another web accessory. Another web blast accessory thing. Hard to keep these in focus. Yeah, there you go. A little building, set of buildings. Not sure what that's from. Looks like we have part of the street sign. I don't know if that's broken or not. 23rd Street. Another part of the street sign. Another part of the street post lamp sign thing. And a couple more web blast effect pieces. A grate. So it looks like I might actually have a couple full accessories in here. I'm gonna kind of spread this out, try to make more room for the figures. And that's all for the accessory bag. And now it looks like all the figures are in one bag, so hopefully none of these are damaged. I doubt it. I think the only reason that other thing broke is because it's like glass or something. But first things first, we'll pull this guy. Let's see, we have just this weird, probably 90s Spider-Man figure. I don't know what this is from. He looks weird. Just kind of a throwaway figure. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? It could be worth money. I haven't looked too deep into it. But next up, we have this old guy. I assume it's old. Let's see. He's got a 1984. So he is old. I don't really know how much this is worth. It could be worth nothing. It could be worth a lot. But out of the handful of figures I did see in the pack, some of the movie figures I got are well worth $100. So maybe not a piece, but together. Here is a probably Homecoming or Far From Home, just kid's toy that came out during the movie. Looks like he's got his accessory and the blast with it. So, never picked these up when they came out because I thought they were lame. I just got the one Marvel Legends figure. Yeah, here we go. This is a cool one. I'm sure this one's worth at least $25. I'm sure. But this is the Toy Biz Black Suit Spider-Man. And what's great is like most of these are in really good condition. So, you know, Toy Biz always had the superposability. So his fingers move. And yeah, he's in. I mean, there's some scuff marks here on the back. I could probably get that off. I got some old Sonic figures off eBay once, and I thought they were all scratched up, and I ended up being able to get them all off, all clean. So, there's that Toy Biz Black Suit Spider-Man. That's cool. I like that figure. Little Spider-Man. This is just a little freaking gimmicky kid's toy. All stuff that probably came out when I was a kid, but no motorcycle or four-wheeler came with this thing. So there's that. Try to make a little more room. Working with some limited space. Okay. Next up, here we go. We got Sandman from Spider-Man 3. Another figure I never really had growing up. So, it's cool. His hands kind of stuck up. It's neat to have. I just got a handful of the Marvel Legends No Way Home figures. So it's kind of cool to have these older ones to compare. Because Sandman from the new movie is a good sculpt, good figure, but he's all sand colored. Oh, and it looks like here is another part of that lamppost that fell out that I didn't realize. So that's a walking thing. Here's Agent Venom. Another one of those probably four-wheeler figures. Just cheapy little kid's toy. So there's that. As you can see, like already, like this $100 was a pretty decent buy, but it just keeps getting better. So to go with the older figures, here's another older Spider-Man. And I will clean these all up after this video, just because they were used. But that's cool. I mean, also it wasn't just $100; it was $15 shipping plus some tax. But still, like the amount of quality good figures in this. Looks like he had some sort of gimmick at some point, maybe. Made it well worth the purchase. So let's see. Is there any information? I don't know if the camera will pick it up. If not, I'll just pull it off screen and read it. It's kind of coming into focus there. I'll just read it off screen. 1995 Toy Biz. So this is a 95 Spider-Man figure. Still, I mean, he's actually really tight. The joints. Usually some of these older figures, they're just a mess. They flop around like a Woody doll from Toy Story. But this one is in relatively decent shape. As I say that, of course, he's gonna fall down. But he's got the holes in his legs too. See, I bought this without even really looking at any of these figures, as I said before. But, Iron Spider, the kid version, not the Marvel Legends, but the kid toy release. So, what's cool is the first release of this actually came with the legs, which the Marvel Legends didn't come out with until he had a 2-pack with. Oh, it looks like he's missing a finger. Had a 2-pack with Iron Man, where they finally gave him legs. But the first release of the Marvel Legends didn't have it. And I think Hasbro was re-releasing him again later this year without the legs. This figure only has 2 of them, but the initial release had 4. So there's that. Again, this one's probably just going to go in the toy box for my nephews. I don't really care about that one. Not really valuable. This is a cool one. Here we have Kingpin from the animated series. Looks like he had an action gimmick at some point, but it doesn't work. Oh. Maybe... Oh, it does work. You have to manually move his arms up, but down they go. So, I mean, he looks cool. I'm sure this is probably like another 90s figure. Toy Biz. I love... Toy Biz was so cool, dude. They gave such... Yeah, 1994. They gave such good accessories and decent figures for such a decent price. That's probably why they went out of business. But man, they were a legend while they were still at it. Yeah, that's cool. And he's a decent size. These figures are about the size of a Marvel Legends, and I mean it's a hefty little toy. Oh, there's Kingpin. There's another. Man, there's when I was growing up, there were all kinds of these up in the early 2000s. I was born in '99, so all these like motorcycle and four-wheeler figures, and he's got a big old black scuff over his eye, but. I don't know what year. I don't really care what year this came out, but this is just fodder for the collection. Here we have another Homecoming figure. This one I remember. Oh, I didn't realize he actually had a tan backpack. I never really looked at these when they were in Walmart. Go on, focus. There we go. Just beat up. Some kid definitely played with this one. Originally he had like web blasts and whatnot, I think, but now it's just a Spider-Man that flings his arms. So again, probably just toy box junk for my nephews. But oh, here we go. This is actually a figure I originally had, and then I gave away to somebody, and I kind of miss it. So I'm glad to get another one. This is the Marvel Legends first release of the No Way Home suit of the integrated suit. So it's loose, you know. It didn't come with this box, so it doesn't have the spare hands, but he does. Thankfully, they didn't take these off. I know these weren't in the movie, the little wrist cuffs, but the figure looks weird if you take them off. So I'm glad they came with them. Yeah, I'm really glad to have this figure back, or at least a version of this figure back. It looks like he's got some dirt on his face, but I can probably clean that off. That's actually paint scuff, but the figure itself is red, so it's paint that was transferred to the figure, which means I can probably get it back off. But yeah, they released this guy again in the 3-pack with Andrew and Toby, and he had web lining. I think this release looks better. The web lining is more accurate to the movie, but just something about the way this figure looks. I like the color contrast between the dark gray and the stark red instead of the dark blue and the web lined red. So, next, we'll look at this old Toy Biz Lizard. And Lizard was a character. I mean, I've got the Marvel Legends now that I'm an adult. But as a kid, I always wanted an action figure of Lizard, and I never had him. I mainly just had several different versions of Spider-Man. So to have this is pretty cool. I would have loved to have this when I was younger. He's really sticky. Some of these are really sticky, like this old 90s or 80s Spider-Man. Yeah, the 90s one. He's sticky. I don't know if it's just the paint or if it's because these were some kid's toy box for years. Like I said, I have no idea where they came from. I'm going to wash them after the video. But, very cool Lizard figure. I wish that the character still looked like this. You know, Toy Biz's figures just had a certain way they were sculpted. There wasn't a lot of computer analyzing, I don't think. Computer sculpting. I think it was all like handheld sculpting. And look at that. He even has like a Dr. Kurt Connors thing on his coat. This is neat. This is cool. I love this. Those Toy Biz figures just did it differently, especially the comic ones. So lay him there. Try to get a little more room going. Oh, this is a cool one. He's actually smaller than I thought he was gonna be. I was hoping it was the big one, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from the video. We have a Spider-Man 3 Venom, and it looks like his eyes and teeth have yellowed. Maybe they were originally yellow, but no. See, I was really hoping this was the like the Marvel Legends large Venom figure. But I don't know. It's something. I always have the modern Marvel Venom figure from Marvel Legends from the actual Venom movie. I can pose with my figures. It just would have been nice to have a Tobey Maguire movie Venom from the Raimi movies. I wish it would stay in focus. Come on. Don't focus on the background there. There we go. Thankfully, it's actually a black Venom instead of a purple one. These figures, when they first came out in the 4-inch scale, Hasbro was making Venom like purple. They had a purple version and it looked dumb. I remember one of my friends had it when I was growing up. But it's decent. When it gets cleaned up, it'll probably look decent. Another one of those sitting four-wheeler riding Spider-Man. This one's from the movie. Judging by the spider, it's probably Spider-Man 1. Just the paint scheme. And not one I'm particularly cared about. This... What is this? Looks like he has some sort of action feature that... I have no idea what this thing is. Some sort of submarine Spider-Man with pirate boots. I don't know. That's a really gimmicky looking thing. Probably another 90s figure. Oh, let's see. 95. Yeah, who knows? I crap on all these old gimmicky looking things. They're probably worth money. Little Miles Morales chibi thing from Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Like, it's a kid's show, kids figure. Don't care anything about that. This one's cool. This is one I wanted as a kid, but I ended up getting the Marvel Legends version of Black Suit Spider-Man instead, which was not a great figure, but a better figure than this one because the articulation's jank. But here we have the Spider-Man 3 Black Suit Spider-Man, the one that came with Sandman. So he's got all this cool sand all over him, but the articulation's junk. 1 point here, 1 point here. And then, I guess it's just 5 points of articulation. Oh, 6. He's got a knee bend. So just gimmicky garbage, but it's a cool looking figure with Sandman all over him. I remember really enjoying that fight as a kid when I'd watched that movie. I know the movie wasn't great, but when you're 7, Spider-Man 3 was cool. And I'll be honest, I don't hate the movie. I think it's decent. I'm so mixed on how I feel about the new Disney No Way Home. No Way Home was good, but I mean, like, Far From Home. I know everybody loves it. I just not a huge fan of Far From Home. Mysterio was great, but kids, it felt like a Disney Channel original. Just with how many jokes were in the Peter Parker side of the story. Okay. There's getting to be too much in the background to focus, but yeah, here is another kid's figure. This one's a little bit better than the rest because he's actually an articulated Spider-Man, but nothing spectacular. Next, we have the Marvel Legends Peter B. Parker. I've already got this guy, but he's a cool figure. Good to have too. Again, this one has no accessories with it because it's loose. But and here, this is the Black Suit Spider-Man figure I had as a kid, but I had the full black version. This is the second release of the figure that had the dual tone coloring. And I think this is actually a fairly rare catch. I don't know if it's worth much, but I think it is a rare figure regardless of how much it's worth. I can't find it on eBay anywhere, so I'm not sure. This could be really valuable. I don't know, but it's a really cool looking Spider-Man. I knew of its existence as a kid and I wanted it, but I never got my hands on it. But I do now, so that's cool. I did have this figure as a kid. I still do. He's just not in this good of condition. This is the Spider-Man 1 Spider-Man by Toy Biz. Most of these are by Toy Biz. The only thing, like, this is by Hasbro, this is by Hasbro, and then some of these newer ones are by Hasbro. But, obviously, the No Way Home one was by Hasbro. But, yeah. This figure was kind of goofy looking, but cool. I played with it a lot as a kid. I mean, I tore the crap out of it compared to this one. So there's that one. Squeeze him in here by miles. We only have, I think, 2 or 3 figures left. Oh, yeah. This is the one I have mint in the box. Got from Comic-Con. But here is Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man that swings from that lamp post over there. Focus. There we go. This one's in pretty decent condition, too. So that's cool. Gimmick. I mean, he's got weird legs and weird arms, but yeah. So I mean, already you can see though, like, it was $100. I mean, this was a steal. This buy was a steal. I almost didn't believe it. I was worried about it being like a fake eBay post, but no, it ended up being real, and it got everything that it said it did. So, last 2 figures here, I saved for last. Here's Doc Ock, not the really decent version, but like the gimmicky one that had grabbing tentacles. Looks like he's missing a tentacle on this one, and I don't even know how this thing worked. I realized that I really had villains as a kid, so I didn't have any of these figures, but decent little Doc Ock figure. I guess these look like they're supposed to be bendy wire, but they're not. Obviously, Toy Biz Spider-Man 2. At least I believe it's Toy Biz. I mean, they definitely had a better looking one, but it's made in China. Marvel 2006? Maybe it wasn't Toy Biz. I don't know. I don't know who made this. I think it was Toy Biz. But it came out in 2006, so it was probably promoting Spider-Man 3. Oh, anyway, there's that. And then the last figure. Getting kind of lazy with the placement here. Oh, these are just falling off. Huh. I wonder if... Oh, no, he wasn't missing a tentacle. It was in the bag he came in. So there's that. But then, so this last figure is probably the main reason I bought this whole thing. The fact that I saw this figure bundled with the rest of these for the price, I was like, there's no way. That's such a good deal. Because this figure doesn't go for $100 on its own, necessarily. You can get one for $50 or below if you're looking hard enough. But it's a very popular figure. And it was my favorite figure as a child until my dog chewed it up. But that was the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure by Toy Biz. It's surreal having this thing back in my collection and in this good of condition. I mean, he's got some paint scratches on his front spider, but other than that, I mean, this figure is in great condition, and this was, again, one of my favorite action figures as a kid. I love this thing. It was my favorite action figure until my dog chewed it up and had to throw it away. But I finally have this figure again in my collection, and it's really surreal. If you're not a nerd, you wouldn't understand, but for everybody who collects action figures, you know what it's like to reclaim pieces of your childhood. So there's that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Put him there and there. Down there. I don't know what type of gibberish I just said, but yeah, there's a look at the package I just purchased from eBay. Came in a couple days. I would give the seller credit, but for all I know, the seller might not want that. So I'll just leave it as had a really good purchase, fast shipping, a good set of things. It's just that statue broke, but they tried, so I'm not gonna blame them for that. They had it wrapped pretty well. So yeah, like I said, $100 for all this plus $15 shipping. I think this was a steal of a deal, especially just for having this And then some of these Marvel Legends in here are worth $100 together. So like this and this and this and these you could probably throw $100 just for these 4 figures, and then it came with all of these and a lot of old Toy Biz ones. Like this one's really cool. This Black Spider-Man here is really cool. The symbiote suit. So yeah, I think this was a steal of a deal for $100. Hope you enjoyed watching. Yeah, that's my $100 purchase. Like I said, I think it's great. And if, like I said, if you want any of these reviewed, leave a comment. Let me know, and I'd be happy to do so when I get some free time. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.